Thank you very much to our host for having us. It's great to be in beautiful British Columbia. Unfortunately, though, it feels like everything is broken in this country right now. Whether it is the 40-year high in inflation that Justin Trudeau has caused through his inflationary deficits and taxes, whether it's the 35-year-olds living in their parents' basements because house prices have doubled and Vancouver is now the third most overpriced housing market on planet Earth, worse than New York City, Los Angeles, London, England, Singapore, places with more money and people and less land. Whether it is the nearly 100% increase in fuel prices or the projected doubling of home heating bills that is about to hit families as the winter is upon us. And it's not just money. Here in Vancouver, we see crime and homelessness and addiction soaring. Under Justin Trudeau, violent crime is up 32%. Here in Vancouver, we see tent cities popping up. BC has had a 300% increase in drug overdose deaths since Trudeau took office. It's projected this year 2,000 of our fellow citizens will lose their lives in this province because of drug overdoses. And then we learned that the Prime Minister has been aware of allegations of a foreign government interfering in our elections, including by funneling illegal donations to nearly a dozen political candidates. He's known about these allegations for almost a year and done nothing. Everything feels broken. Nothing is worse, though, than the price of food. You know, we see food prices are up 11%. That's a 40-year high in food price inflation. And we have 1 in 5 Canadians who are actually skipping meals because they cannot afford the price of food. 1.5 million Canadians visited food banks in 1 month alone this year. Yesterday, I went to the Guru Nanak Food Bank to thank members of the Greater Vancouver Sikh community for feeding the hungry. And they reported to me that there's more hunger now than they can ever remember. So what are we going to do about it? We have to get the country back on track. My plan is to cap government spending to end the inflationary deficits so that we can bring inflation down. Cancel Trudeau and Jagmeet Singh's plan to triple the carbon tax, which would only drive up the cost of food, heat, and gas even further. I would note that they plan to go ahead with this increase in taxes and impose it on British Columbia, forcing British Columbians to triple their already high carbon tax. A Poilievre government would cancel that plan. Finally, we need to remove the red tape and the other barriers that our government is imposing on our farmers. Cancel the tariffs and taxes on the fuel and fertilizer of Canadian farmers so that they can produce more affordable food for our people. We live in one of the most agriculturally abundant nations on earth. It should be easy for people to put food on the table in a country with so much farmland. But because of our government's anti-farming policies, food prices are rising out of reach for the average person. A Poilievre government will put the most violent repeat offenders behind bars, reinforce our borders to keep illegal drugs and guns out, put an end to this taxpayer-subsidized program of paying for people to use dangerous narcotics, and instead put that money into safe recovery programs to help our addicts get off the street, break their addiction, rebuild their lives, just like they're doing in Alberta, where they've managed to cut overdoses in half. It's time for us to take back control of our lives in this country, to fix what is broken, and that's what a Poilievre government will do. Thank you very much.